In 1954, 9 men had a vision of helping one another get through the hard financial times that were all too often a part of life in Rome, Georgia. These 9 General Electric employees pooled their resources, each depositing $5 into a cigar box. The collected $45 was used to help each of the men through many of the challenging days they faced. It would be that same $45 that established the foundation of the Coosa Valley Federal Credit Union we know today. The General Electric plant opened in Rome, Georgia in 1953 and had a rich history of employing members of this community. For 44 years, GE provided thousands of jobs for CVR residents who worked at the GE manufacturing facility on Redmond Circle. At its height, over 2,000 employees were employed at the plant. But sadly, in 1997, with less than 200 employees still on payroll, the Rome plant stopped production and closed its doors.
General Electric employees of Rome Federal Credit Union applied for its charter on April 29, 1954. Shortly thereafter received approval on May 7th of 1954. It was originally chartered to serve the employees of GE Medium Transformer Division located here in Rome, Georgia.
During the early 1980s, the credit union devoted time and effort to develop a strategy to expand its charter to a multiple group charter that would allow them to serve other industries, such as manufacturing, healthcare, local businesses, association, and church groups. This decision was made to accommodate requests from local establishments who wanted to join the credit union due to the downsizing of the company's core group.
Wilma Gibbons, who we often called our mother, a native of Rome, Georgia, served as the first CEO of the credit union, which was originally housed on the GE plant grounds.
In June of 1984, we began to expand our field of membership. We moved from the GE plant property and opened the first full-service facility right here at Redmond Circle in Rome, Georgia in November of 1985 to accommodate all employee groups and their families. Well, in 1993, there were lots of changes. For the credit union, Wilma Givens retired as the CEO, and for me, she became my mother-in-law. And at that time, the credit union got a new CEO, and it was Ron Tomlinson.
In 1995, Bartow Employees Federal Credit Union was liquidated. So General Electric acquired its membership and opened a full-service branch in Cartersville. This branch was dedicated to serve those members and other potential CVR members. In 1997, we opened a full-service branch in East Rome, and this location also was the introduction of a drive-through ATM. The purpose was to be on the East Rome side of town and serve a large number of credit union members and the surrounding areas in that region.
In March 1st of 2001, General Electric Federal Credit Union changed its name to Coosa Valley Federal Credit Union after much thought and consideration, and to kind of separate us from being just a GE-known credit union to where we could better represent the communities that the credit union actually served.
September 14th, 2001 was also a big day for us. The NCUA approved the charter change and allowed the Coosa Valley Credit Union to become a community credit union. This allowed us to serve anyone that lived, worked, attended school, or church within a 10-county region to become a member of our group.
If the board did not have the forethought to apply for a community charter credit union, then we probably wouldn't be here today as a credit union with the closing of the General Electric plant in Rome.
In 2003 was actually a pretty busy year for us. We opened a new branch in the East Rome area to replace the original location, and in that same year we opened a Cedartown branch that allowed us to serve our members south of Rome.
In 2009, we moved the Cartersville branch from Nelson Street to the new location at Tennessee and Felton. And then in 2013, the Rockmart branch was opened.
In 2015, Ron Tomlinson retired as our CEO, and we were fortunate enough to hire to have Andy F. Harris succeed him, who had already joined our staff a few months earlier.
2016, our Northwest Georgia Credit Union merged into Coosa Valley Credit Union, making Coosa Valley Credit Union the largest credit union in Northwest Georgia, which gives us an opportunity to continue with our motto of people helping people.
Today, under the leadership of Andy Harris, the Coosa Valley Federal Credit Union continues to see growth as they expand their reach and service throughout the Northwest Georgia area. A second Cartersville branch is slated to open in 2017, and there's only more to come as Coosa Valley Federal Credit Union continues to expand its engagement with the community and those who make what we do possible.